y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. Today, I'm going to show you how to set up your website to collect leads so you can follow up with them manually or on autopilot. So, I'm actually going to show you two ways of doing that. And one is through a form. So, I'm going to show you how to create the form, make sure it's going to all of the right places. And then also, I'm going to show you how you can easily add the chat widget to the corner of your website. And that will also help you to collect leads. Okay. So all of this is available inside of HighLevel if you don't have a HighLevel account yet, or if you do have a HighLevel account and you are still interested in joining our program, you can go to bridgetbartlett.com to check all of that out. Okay, so you'll see this is the website that we were talking about yesterday because this is actually day 2 of this series that I am showing you how to make your website work for you like an employee. Okay, so we have our, education website here. We have all of our navigation up here. I showed you yesterday how you can use a template or you can customize it. And you'll see these buttons here. Okay, so each of these buttons, they're going to, you can see here, it's going to a pop-up form. And here we need to collect the information. Now, what's cool about HighLevel is when you have the form in HighLevel or the chat widget that's in HighLevel, as soon as they fill that out, it automatically goes into your CRM and there are no additional things that you need to do. Okay, it's just already in the CRM. Now, of course, we want to maximize that. We want to trigger some automations to take place and all of that. And I'm going to talk to you about that tomorrow. I'm going to build that out with you. But today, we just want to, we've already created the website. Now we just need to create the forms and the chat widget so that we can start that process of our automations. Okay, so inside of your account, you can see this is what the back end of this website looks like. So what I want to do is first go over to forms. Now you can see before I go into forms, you have the form builder, and then you also have a way to analyze when someone has submitted the form. You can see here which form, all of the people who have submitted it, and then how many submissions. So that's really good to be able to track all of that. You can also actually look up the different submissions that you have received. So I can tell for this person here, this was actually a payment. I can see all the link and all the information there. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to create our form. Now, also, I do want to tell you when they do submit the form, you'll also see that it creates a contact here. And if you wanted to check out that contact's profile, you'll be able to see all of that here. Okay. So you can even see the activity of the contact and any tasks and notes and appointments and transactions and all of that is available there. Okay, so let's go back now to our website. So you can see like the massive power that you have at your fingertips just by collecting that data on your website. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go to Form Builder, and we're just going to go ahead and add a form. Now I can start from scratch if I want to. I can also choose from one of the templates available. So you can scroll through here and find one that you like. I'm just going to say, for the sake of training, I'm just going to create one from scratch here, and then I want to make sure that the most important part. Of course, you can design this to make it look any way that you want it to look, right? But the most important part is the functionality. You want to make sure that your form is collecting the data that you need, but also you want to make sure that it is going to the places you need it to go. Okay. So here in this basic form that we have the first name, the last name, email, phone number. Now let's just say I only wanted to collect the first name. I could just delete that field here. Let's say I change my mind. I want to add it back. I just go to the last name field and then I drag it in. Okay. Now I can also make this required or optional. It will default to optional, but if you want to make it required, you can do that. So you have many options that you can add here. You can even add a payment section to your form if you want to, collect the address, the website, their business name. You could add different text and a caption, the source in terms of and conditions and an image and all of that stuff, right? But the basic functionality is we want to tell it where we want it to go once the info has been submitted. Now, you do have the option, this is a fairly new option inside of HighLevel, that you can actually use conditional logic inside of the form. Now, this is a little bit advanced, okay? So don't get overwhelmed if you're brand new to all this and you're like, I just was looking for something simple. I'm going to show you simple, but just keep it in the back of your mind. Know that you do have, if the use case arises and you need something like this, you do have the ability to actually redirect the info or the contact, let's say if the contact fills out the form and their email is equal to whatever, then we want it to do this. Okay. So that would be like conditional logic. We can also create a display message or disqualify the lead or show in high fields according to that information. So that's some pretty advanced stuff, but super cool. You also have the ability to send an email notification to the person submitting the form and yourself. And you can easily do that by toggling this on. However, tomorrow I'm going to show you a much better way of utilizing that information. But again, just know that if you do have a use case where you need that option, you can do that here. Okay. You can also go to the high level knowledge base, help.gohighlevel.com. They have an amazing knowledge base with lots of resources if you're looking for something like really in detail. Now, if you want to customize this form the way that it looks, you can click over here where you see those two lines and you'll see the style and the theme and then all of the options here. Now, this is the important part. Okay. All of the forms will default to the message, but what we actually want to do, we're just going to change this to the open URL. We're not going to paste URL here, but we want to actually choose our action in the builder, the website builder. Okay. So when we attach this form to our website, we're going to choose what we want to happen on that form submission. I like to do that at the website level instead of the form level, because if I wanted to add this form to multiple different websites, I may want to, send it to different places. And so by leaving this kind of open like that, that allows me the flexibility. You also have the option down here if you wanted to use GDPR compliant font, or you wanted to make this sticky. Sticky meaning if this is like the second page of a funnel that you're adding this form to, and you don't want them to have to enter in their same name and email and all of that, you can turn that sticky contact on and it will pre-fill in that info. I'm going to go ahead and save this here. And so now we have our form. We can choose to integrate this. We can also choose like the layout. Do you want it on the side, the right-hand side? Do you want to do a pop-up or inline? I'm just going to keep it like this as the default. And I could also grab the link if I wanted to do that, but I'm just going to make sure it's saved. And then I'm going to go now back out. We're going to say that we love that form and that is the form that we want on our website. So now I'm going to go back to the website here and I'm going to go into our website and I'm going to go to the home page and I'm going to add the form there. Now you can see we will need a thank you page because we need to have a place for them to go after they've submitted the form. Okay, so that's what that part was that I was wanting to tell you about. So this website template does come with a thank you page, so that's really cool. That saves us a lot of time. We don't need to worry about creating that. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And the buttons on the website, they go to the pop-up. And we can tell that by clicking on the pop-up, or on the button rather. If we click here, you'll see if we scroll all the way down here, you'll see button actions and it says link to open pop-up. I could send, when they click this button, I could send them to another website or scroll down to another element, go to another page. I could have them make a call or send a text and so on. Okay. But I'm just going to leave it on the pop-up. And what I'm going to do is go up here to my pop-up settings and I'm going to add my form here. Okay, so this is just an element that's within the pop-up on the template here. So all I need to do is click here. It's set up for form. So I'm just going to choose the form that I created. So it says you don't have any forms yet. And if you remember, that was the basic form. That's what it was called when we created it over there. Okay, so now we have chosen our form. Now we want to choose where do we want to send them once they have submitted the form. Okay, so we're going to either use the action from the form builder, but remember, we changed that default so that it doesn't say the message. Now it's saying it's going to be going to a website address. Okay, so we don't want that. We want to choose our action here. So I'm going to say go to a website URL, but we actually need the URL from our thank you page. Okay, so what I would need to do is click here, grab the URL from my thank you page. I want to go back here into my template, and then I'm just going to paste that link to the thank you page. And I don't have a domain connected here, so it kind of looks funky, but that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we're we're sending, when they submit the form, we're sending them to the place that we want them to go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and save. Now, like I said, I don't have a domain I want to connect this to. If I did, I would, of course, publish it. That way it would publish the changes that I've made. And then if you don't have a domain and you do hit publish, it will ask you to either connect to a domain that you already have in your system, or you can click here to add a domain. Okay. And it'll actually walk you through it. It's a very easy process. Okay. So now we have created our form, we've embedded our form into our website, and we've chosen where we want our leads to go once they have submitted that information. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to our website builder here, and you will see that if I go up here, now you'll see the chat widget. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go into the chat widget, and you can see this is a really cool chat widget that will you can just have in the bottom right hand corner. There's literally no coding involved here, as long as you're putting this in a HighLevel website. If you're using like another website like WordPress or anything else, you can grab the code here. But all you want to do is go through here and just choose your options. Okay, you can add your own image here, you can add your own text and customize it as you wish. You can also choose the live chat option, or you can choose the SMS or email chat. Okay. Now, this is really important. We do have the AI functionality where you can train your AI to have the conversation with your lead, or you may choose to do this manually or like through the conversations tab. That's where this would show up there. And then you could also have the live chat show up there, but you will need to be like standing by, right? So this is another setup. The easiest way is just to do SMS or email chat. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. And then I'm going to, of course, you can customize your widget. You can change, what this says here. If you want to do email, you definitely want to toggle on the email field there. Choose your call to action and your colors and all of that stuff and your branding. Of course, you need to be compliant. So we're going to add that compliance there. And of course, you want to save. Okay. So once you've set up your chat widget, when we go back to the website that we want to connect our chat widget to, we just click on the website and we go to settings, and you'll see down here that we just want to enable. Okay, that's all you have to do is click there to enable. And you can enable this same chat widget on any website or funnel in your entire account. Okay, so you can see here, if I was to go back to my funnels, let's say this one, and I wanted to toggle my chat widget onto that one, all I'd have to do is click there. And then now I have that same exact chat widget on that website as well. Okay, so it makes it really, really simple. Now let's go back to our website here, and I'm going to go ahead and refresh, and you'll see there is our chat widget, and now they can contact us. And when they fill out the form on the website or fill out the form here in the chat widget, again, that information goes directly into our CRM where our contacts are, and we can click in there and have conversations with them, see any previous conversations that we've had and any activity and all of that is available in their account. Okay. So thank you all so much for joining me. I know that was a lot of information. We're going to dive into the automation parts tomorrow. So if you're following along, just get you a good template, get that form created, get your chat widget installed there. And then tomorrow I'm going to walk you through the process of setting up those automations so that you don't have to be standing by. We want to put this on autopilot. Okay. If you don't have a HighLevel account yet, or you want to upgrade to SaaS through me, you can go to bridgetbartlett.com, watch that video on my website, check out more information about all the bonuses and everything that I offer. And thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone, so I'll see you there.